Myself Vishvendra. I am the founder of Optimal Success Trajectory. Let's discuss some mechanics questions. There are 3 blocks and they are connected by ideal strings which is mounted over a pulley, and they are placed as shown in the figure. We need to find the first thing is acceleration of the blocks, the second is tension in the string, and the third is normal reaction between blocks. So starting with the 4 steps: silent mind, idea, information and calculations. The first step is a silent mind. Let's work on the idea. The idea is how to find acceleration of system of blocks, because this is a system of block basically. The second is how to find normal reaction and tension. Let's look for certain informations. The first information which we need to use is A is equal to F driving upon mass of system. The second information is for free body diagram, and third is F is equal to ma. Let's work on the calculations. The first part is A is equal to, because here the total mass will be 25. So net force acting on this system will be 25 G in vertically downward direction, and over here it will be 10 G. So the net driving force that will drive the system will be 25G minus 10G upon 25 plus 10, so it's 3G by 7. It's very amazing that forces are acting in opposite direction, but still they are subtracted. Think for that why it is. Let's calculate the tension in the spring. So if we draw the free body diagram of the 10 kg block, so we can say that tension will act in vertically upward direction on the 10 kg block, and in this way we can draw the free body diagram. So tension will act in vertically upward direction, it will accelerate upward, and the weight of the 10 kg block will act in vertically downward direction. So we can say T minus 10G is equal to 10A. So after calculating, we have tension as 100G by 7. Similarly, for calculating the normal reaction, we can draw the free body diagram of 20 kg block. So the normal reaction applied by 5 on 20 will be in vertically downward direction. Think why. Then we can have, using force equation, T minus N minus 20G is minus 20, and after calculation we have N is equal to 20G by 7. So you have seen that sharp problem solving skills are just a combination of 4 processes. You just need to work on your processes and nobody can stop you from ending in flying colors. So work on your process. I am repeating again: have silent mind, then have the idea, then information, and at the last but not least, calculations. Master these 4 steps and nobody can stop you from developing sharp problem solving skills and get your name in the papers and all that. Thank you and have a nice day. Good morning everybody. Myself Vishvendra. I am the founder of Optimal Success Trajectory. Let's discuss a mechanics question. We are being given a pulley and a block. The block is connected to the pulley, and the center of pulley has coordinates 0, y with respect to a coordinate axis, and y is given to be a function of time, it's 40 cube. We need to find the Vt graph of the block and the Et graph of the block. So let's start with the processes. The first is the silent mind, then idea, then information, and then calculations. The first is silent mind. Now let's work on the idea. So the idea is that how velocity of the block is related to y, and the second, how acceleration of the block is related to y. After the idea, we need to search for some information present in the database. The informations which we need to use is, the first is velocity of point P will be dy by dt. The second point, Vp is equal to Vm plus Vb by 2 as from constraint relation. The third is acceleration of P is dVp by dt. Fourth is AB is equal to acceleration A plus acceleration B by 2. These are from constant relations. Let's work on the calculations. So Vp is dy by dt. Just substitute y as 4t cube. So t cube has differentiation 3t square. So you have 4 into 3t square, which is 12t square. Similarly, Vp is Va plus Vb by 2. So Vp we have calculated as 20t square. So from here Vb is 24t square. It is proportional to t square, so curve will be a parabola. Acceleration of b will be 48t. So if we draw the graph will be a straight line, and tan theta will be 48. If we draw the free body diagram of the block, we can see that tensions will be like that. And for the 2 kg block, T is acting in vertically upward direction. The weight will be 20 in downward direction. Acceleration, obviously it will be positive and vertically upward direction, because y will increase with time. So using the second equation of motion, we can say that t minus 20 is 2a. So t minus 20 is 2 into 48t. So that gives the tension equation as 20 plus 90, 60. It's a straight line having intercept 20 and the slope as 96, which will be approximately equal to 88-degree angle. So in this way you can solve your question quickly. You have seen my speed, you have seen how I perform, you have seen how I calculate. You can also do the same, given that your process is clear. So work on 4 processes. The first is be silent. The second is generate the idea. Third is retrieve information, and fourth is calculation. Be an expert in these 4 synchronized processes. Manage your internal thoughts, manage your processes of mind, and you can also have a good problem solving skills. Thank you and have a nice day. गुड इवनिंग एवरीबॉडी। ऑप्टिमल सक्सेस ट्रैजेक्टरी की ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे कुछ फिजिकल फंडामेंटल क्वांटिटीज़ के बारे में एज रिलेटेड टू द एसआई सिस्टम ऑफ यूनिट। एसआई सिस्टम ऑफ यूनिट विच इज़ ऑल्सो कॉल्ड द इंटरनेशनल सिस्टम ऑफ यूनिट्स। You must be wondering that why we need to make a system of units. That is for uniformity. Just imagine that if kg is of different masses in different countries, will it be possible to have business? Will it be possible to manage the international business in these countries? So there has to be some uniform system which is acceptable everywhere globally. That is why we need to have an international system of unit. So let's start with the physical quantities. The fundamental physical quantities in SI systems are basically 9. 7 of them are fundamental and 2 are supplementary quantities. The fundamental quantities are length, mass, time, temperature, amount of substance, electric current, and luminous intensity, and the supplementary quantities are plane angle and solid angles. So let's see things into the right perspectives. The first is length. It has got the dimensions, symbol of dimension as L. Unit is meter, and significance is that it tells about size. Next we have mass, symbol is m, unit is kilogram, and it tells about quantity of matter. Third is time, symbol of dimension is t, unit is second, and it tells about duration. Fourth is temperature, its symbol of dimension is k. Sometimes theta is also written for that, and unit is Kelvin, and it tells about internal energy. Next is amount of substance, its symbol of dimension is mole, unit is mole, and it tells about amount of substance. Sixth is electric current, symbol of dimension is A or I, unit is ampere, and it tells about rate of charge flow. Next is luminous intensity, symbol of dimension is CD, unit is candela, tells about power per unit area. Next is plane angle, dimensionless, radian, tells about ratio of length and radius. Last we have solid angle, which is dimensionless but has units, steradians, and it tells about area of a solid surface. So these were some of the informations for your as per your information is concerned. So in this way you can learn things effectively, and you can retrieve it in a well manner during your exams. Thank you and have a nice day. Good morning everybody, myself Vishvendra, the founder of Optimal Success Trajectory. Today we will discuss about some graphs of SHM, simple harmonic motion. We have assumed that the phase is 0, initial phase is 0, so the particle started from origin. We have 3 things in SHM: position, velocity and acceleration. Let's suppose position is x is equal to a sin omega t. So the graph will be a sine graph, as you can see over there. Here t is the time period, which is the time period of SHM, which is equal to 2 pi by omega. Velocity is differentiating that, so you will get a omega cos omega t, and acceleration as minus omega square a sin omega t. So the graph of velocity will be a cosine curve. You can easily draw that. The graph of acceleration will be a negative of sine curve. This will just take reflection about the t-axis. There is one important relation. if we square this term, we will get v square is a square omega square cos square omega t. Now cos square omega t can be written as 1 minus sin square omega t. So we have v square is a square omega square minus a square omega square sin square omega t. So a square sin square omega t is x square. So we have the relation v square plus omega square x square is a square omega square. And this is the equation of an ellipse. So the position and velocity graph will be an ellipse. So in this way you can draw the graphs and solve your questions quickly. So whatever you learn, you must learn them in a proper system, in an interconnected way. This is called spider map methods, and it helps you to retain information in a very effective way. So the difference between a successful and unsuccessful student is in the process executed by their mind. Successful students use memory maps, memory techniques, NLP, neurological techniques. So there are a lot of techniques, and you must learn in accordance with techniques so that you are able to retain that information for a much longer time, and you are able to retrieve the desired information during your test papers. So just to remember, your mind is a machine. You just know how it performs the best, how it functions better. So whatever information you have learned, make sure it is learned in a systematic and interrelated way. Only then you will be able to retrieve it effectively. Thank you and have a nice day. Good evening everybody. Myself Vishvendra, the founder of Optimal Success Trajectory. Today we shall discuss about the speeds of gas molecules. Suppose a gas is present in a container, then Maxwell categorized different type of speeds for the molecules. He categorized the speeds as root mean square speed, average speed, and most probable speed. So let's begin with the most probable speed. This is the speed possessed by maximum number of molecules. Suppose there are 100 molecules, and out of which 60 molecules possess some speed. So the speed which is possessed by maximum number of molecules is the most probable speed. Maxwell, through his experiments, assigned a value root 2 RT by m to the most probable speed, which is also equal to root 2 p by rho, which is also equal to root 2 kt by m. Here R is gas constant, m is molar mass in gram, T is the temperature, P is the pressure, rho is the density, K is Boltzmann constant, and small m is the atomic mass in AMU. Now talking about the graphical analysis of the parameters, the first relation is Vmp is proportional to root T. So if I draw the graph between Vmp and T, it's a parabola. Secondly, if I draw a graph between Vmp and m, it's a rectangular hyperbola. Secondly, we have for root mean square speed as root 3 RT by m, which is root 3 kt by m, which is root 3 p by rho. Similarly, the graph of Vrms versus T will be a parabola, while that of Vrms and m will be rectangular hyperbola. For average speed, we have V average is root 8 RT by pi m, root 8 kt by pi m, 8 p by pi rho. V average T graph is a parabola, V average m graph is a rectangular hyperbola. So this is the way how speed can be categorized. So you have seen that it's very easy to learn and retrieve information in your mind if you have stored that information in a systematic way. So work on the process that you use to learn information, to store information in your mind. Only then you will be able to retrieve it as and when needed, and you will be having a sharp problem solving skill. So work on quality of working. Thank you and have a nice day.